This video will demonstrate how to give extensions in WebAssign. The topics covered in this video will include the different types of extensions, manual and automatic, and extension settings. We will also view extension requests from the student view. To get started, click Communication under Class Tools. Click the plus sign beside Extensions. Click either Unanswered or Answered. Either option is acceptable. Click Settings in the top right-hand corner of the screen. If you choose not to allow extensions in your class, choose Disable. This will remove all the extension options from the screen. You can still check the box to forward any extension requests to your email. If you choose to allow extensions in your class, choose Enable. Next to Class Default, you can choose the type of extensions you want to allow. Manual extensions mean that students can request extensions, but you'll approve each individual request. Automatic extensions mean that your students can request extensions that are granted automatically using the policy that you set. If you choose automatic and manual extensions, your students will be able to request extensions that are granted automatically using the policies you set, and will be able to manually request an extension that may not fit your policy. For example, if they need extra time or have extenuating circumstances. For the purpose of this demo, we will choose automatic and manual extensions. Customize the automatic extension settings. Students will be automatically approved for an extension if these policies are met. Determine when students can request the extension. How long after the due date? Decide how long the extension will be, meaning how long will they have to complete the assignment. Next, choose how many extensions the student will receive per assignment. Typically, this is 1. And choose if there is a penalty associated with using the extension. You can also add an announcement here if you'd like. In this example, the students will have a 1-week grace period for assignments. They will have 6 days to request an extension and then 24 hours to complete the assignment after their request. As a result, they will receive a 5% penalty on the grade for the assignment. This customized setting is set for the class default. The remaining activity types can have their own extension policies or can be set to the class default. Once all extension policies are set, click Apply at the bottom. Here's how a student would request an extension. On the student's homepage, a student would click on Past Assignments and choose Request Extension for an assignment. The student would toggle to Automatic Extension, see the extension policies, and choose Accept Automatic Extension in order to receive the extension. The student will see the new due date. You have the ability to give manual extensions by student or by assignment. Let's start with an extension for an individual student. Navigate to Score View. On the Scores page, click a student's name. Click Extensions Accommodations. Here you can choose extension criteria for an individual assignment by clicking on the caret and opening the assignment details. You can review the student log to assess your student's progress on the assignment, such as whether they opened or downloaded the assignment and the number of submissions. Or you can bulk edit extension criteria by selecting the checkboxes for one or more assignments. Determine the criteria for the extension, such as an extended due date, additional time, additional submissions, and a penalty if you choose to apply one. Once you're satisfied, click Save if you're editing an individual assignment, or Save to selected assignments if you're using bulk edit. Next, let's go over how to give extensions by assignment. From the Scores page, click the name of the assignment you'd like to give an extension for. Click Extensions Accommodations. Any existing restrictions will be noted below the assignment name. If you want to navigate to a different assignment, you can do so by using the Change Assignment drop-down menu. Select the checkboxes for one or more students. Use the caret beside a student's name to review their student log. Determine the criteria for the extension. When you're done, click Save to selected students. A student can also request a manual extension. For example, let's say a student has a medical procedure coming up and they know that they won't be able to complete their assignment on time. Since it's before the due date, they can't receive an automatic one, so the student requests a manual extension. While in the assignment, the student will click Request Extension. The student will toggle to Manual Extension and insert their request. For this example, I will request a few days because I have a procedure coming up, and then I will submit the request. In your instructor view, open your notifications or navigate to communications. Go to extensions and click unanswered. Here you can grant or deny the request along with viewing their message. If they've started the assignment, you can also view their current responses and their activity log to see when they access the assignment. If you choose to grant the request, you do not need to give the student the date that they requested. You can choose your own date as well as apply a penalty and give them more submissions if you think it's needed. You can also add a message to the student, or you can choose to deny the request and input a message. Thanks for watching this video on how to grant extensions in WebAssign. For additional help and resources, please visit our training and support sites.